If you've been searching for an SUV that combines comfort, practicality, and modern reliability without overcomplicating things, then you'll want to stick around. Because today, we're diving deep into the brand new 2025 Honda CR-V, a model that continues to be one of the most trusted names in the compact SUV world. And let me tell you, there are some things about this car that might just surprise you, especially if you're considering it for family trips, daily commuting, or even weekend adventures. The CR-V has always had a strong reputation, and this 2025 version carries that forward with style. It sits comfortably in Honda's lineup, right between the smaller HR-V and the bigger Passport and Pilot. That means it's the middle child that does a little bit of everything. Big enough for families, efficient enough for city driving, and versatile enough for those who like hitting the open road. Now, here's what makes the story interesting. Back in 2023, Honda gave the CR-V a full redesign, refreshing the way it looks and feels. And with that redesign came sharper styling, more comfort inside, and some smart tech upgrades. The 2025 model takes all of those improvements and refines them, making sure the CR-V remains one of the most reliable and user-friendly SUVs you can buy. So what makes it special? Let's break it down. When you talk about compact SUVs, comfort and cargo space are usually what matter most. And this is where the CR-V really shines. This vehicle has been designed with real people in mind: families who need plenty of room, commuters who want a smooth ride, and drivers who value practicality over unnecessary flash. The suspension is tuned to handle bumps and rough patches in the road without fuss. So whether you're crawling over potholes in the city or cruising down the highway, the ride stays smooth and relaxed. Inside, the seats are supportive and cushioned, which makes long drives much more enjoyable. Plus, Honda has done a great job with cabin insulation, so road and wind noise stay outside where they belong. But the real showstopper here is the cargo space. Behind the rear seats, you get 39.3 cubic feet of storage, one of the biggest in its class. That's enough room to pack luggage for the whole family, haul sports gear, or even load up a big grocery run without struggling. And here's a neat trick. Honda has managed to keep this same generous cargo space across both the regular gas and hybrid versions. That's something you don't always see in this segment, and it's a big win for people who want the hybrid's efficiency without losing practicality. Now, what about performance? The CR-V isn't pretending to be a sports car, but it's built to handle everyday driving with confidence. The standard engine is a 1.5-liter turbocharged four-cylinder, and it's surprisingly responsive. It gives you enough punch for highway merges, overtakes, and city driving without ever feeling underpowered. And for those who want a little more refinement, there's the hybrid option. In the Sport Touring trim, the hybrid delivers smooth acceleration and can hit 60 miles per hour in about 8 seconds. Not the fastest out there, but very respectable for this type of vehicle. The steering feels light but controlled, and the brakes inspire confidence whether you're in normal traffic or a sudden stop. In short, the CR-V is designed for drivers who want a calm, predictable, and composed experience rather than thrills, and it does that exceptionally well. Step inside the cabin, and it's clear that Honda put a lot of thought into comfort. The interior is spacious, with plenty of legroom for passengers in both rows. The seats are adjustable, supportive, and even recline in the back, which is something rear passengers will really appreciate on long journeys. Add in the large windows that make the cabin feel airy and bright, and you've got a space that feels welcoming and open. Visibility is excellent too, with Honda's wide-angle rearview camera making parking or reversing a lot less stressful. The ride quality remains one of the CR-V's strongest points. Thanks to the suspension tuning, the SUV soaks up bumps and rough terrain while keeping the cabin calm and controlled. The only downside is that in the hybrid version, the engine can sound a little noisy during steep climbs or heavy acceleration. But for day-to-day driving, most people won't find this to be a deal breaker. When it comes to technology, the CR-V doesn't try to overwhelm you with gimmicks. Instead, it focuses on features that actually work and are easy to use. A 7-inch touchscreen comes standard, with an available 9-inch upgrade if you prefer a bigger interface. Both screens are user-friendly with quick responses and straightforward menus. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard on all trims, so connecting your phone is seamless. No cables needed. And while the built-in navigation system isn't the flashiest, it gets the job done. One standout area is safety. Honda has packed the CR-V with its full suite of driver assist features, even at the base level. Adaptive cruise control and lane-centering steering work surprisingly well, whether you're in stop-and-go traffic or cruising on the open highway. These features don't just make the drive easier, they add an extra layer of safety that families in particular will really value. Now, let's talk about storage. Besides the impressive cargo area, Honda has made sure the CR-V still offers plenty of clever spaces for smaller items. You get roomy door pockets, a practical center console, and anchor points for child seats. One small drawback compared to older versions is that the big center tunnel storage has been swapped out for a more traditional console, so you lose a bit of that versatility. Still, the overall storage is more than enough for most daily needs. Fuel economy is another reason why people gravitate toward the CR-V. The regular gas model gets up to 30 miles per gallon in combined city and highway driving, while the hybrid pushes those numbers higher, around 40 miles per gallon in front-wheel drive form, or 37 with all-wheel drive. In real-world conditions, especially on highways, the hybrid may not always hit those official numbers, averaging closer to 33 miles per gallon. But in city driving, where hybrids really shine, it can be much more efficient. Value is where the CR-V makes a strong case for itself. Yes, it's priced slightly higher than some competitors, but you're paying for Honda's proven reliability, thoughtful design, and solid build quality. The interior feels well put together with soft-touch materials and a clean modern design. You'll still notice some hard plastics here and there, but nothing that takes away from the overall premium feel. Warranty coverage is average, but if peace of mind is what you're after, Honda's reputation for long-lasting vehicles more than makes up for it. On the outside, the CR-V keeps things stylish but subtle. It's not flashy, but its clean lines and updated look give it a timeless appeal. This is the kind of design that fits just as well in a suburban driveway as it does in a downtown parking lot. It's practical without being boring, and for many buyers, that balance is exactly what they want. So what's the final verdict? The 2025 Honda CR-V is one of the most well-rounded compact SUVs you can buy. It may not be the sportiest, or the flashiest, or the most luxurious, but it nails the things that matter most to everyday drivers. Comfort, space, reliability, fuel efficiency, and easy-to-use technology all come together to make this SUV a dependable choice. Whether you're hauling the family on a road trip, running daily errands, or just looking for a car that won't let you down, the CR-V is built to deliver. It's not the type of SUV that screams for attention, but maybe that's the point. It doesn't need to shout, because it quietly does everything well. And sometimes, that's exactly what makes a vehicle worth buying.